Jonathan Drouin made lazy passes and appeared completely disinterested during Monday's loss to Florida. Has he taken a step back this season?
I don't know if he ever really took a step forward. It's been a disappointment. That's the only word to describe him. I thought coming into the season, the local kid, he said everything right during the off season. He was excited about coming here. He wanted to come here. The talent level is obviously there, the skill level, but the compete level has been disappointing. It's been disappointing. There was a photo, I believe one of the Gazette photographers took of him, Byron, and Gallagher on the bench after a shift, and Gallagher and Byron looked like they were dying, and Drouin was just sitting there like, ready to go, double shift me, coach, I'm ready to go. So he's been a disappointment this season. He really has. And he's young, so you hope that it's been a learning experience for him. But this summer he should be watching video of Brendan Gallagher over and over and over again and trying to play a little bit like that. The whole team should.
Yeah. But this is something that everyone kind of knew when they traded for him, that he had this in him and his personality from looking back at with Tampa Bay, how he was upset being in the AHL team.
He quit.
He quit. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. And then the situation backfired for him. So it is disappointing because this was not how everyone was hoping. They were saying, he's a little bit older now, he's more mature, he's really embracing the role of being the local boy playing for the Canadians. But this is like what makes the difference between a player who's that you want on your team, like a Brendan Gallagher, that it doesn't matter what's happening with your personal game or your team, that you're going to give it your all. And to see that they're saying, well, the season's lost and I'm going to sit down, really shows that the kind of competitor he is.
I'm with you guys on his compete level. Absolutely, I think that he should have been competing at a much higher level this year. But as I've said on the show how many times before, I still think the fact that he came into a situation where he was given all these responsibilities to be the guy, to be the face, to be given all this time to go above and beyond himself, was just too big of a jump for him to make. And if he was on a team that had some slightly better players around him, I think he would have just responded better and he would have had a much better season. It's kind of unfair. I feel it's unfair for me to just be like, hey, he's just a disappointment. Yeah. I find there's a lot of cards that were kind of stacked against him. That being said, in terms of compete, I think at this point in the season now, considering how the year's gone, as disappointing as it's been, the weight on his shoulders, he's finally crumbling under the pressure, and he's saying, you know what, guys, I'm done. And I know you guys mentioned how he was in the AHL and he's kind of shown that, and he kind of showed his colors there, and he quit. I think when he was in the American Hockey League and he was playing in Syracuse and everything that happened to him, this was a kid who took bad advice. He was a young kid who probably felt, you know what, hey, he should be playing. But having a guy like Alan Walsh, who definitely, as his agent, who definitely probably felt he should have been playing, he was definitely going to take that on. He probably felt that pressure as well. I don't think that's necessarily just on him as well. So.
Well, also the fact that Canadians have made him a center, which isn't really his position. And Mark Bergevin is as stubborn as he was that Alex Galchenyuk can't play center. Mm-hmm. He's been equally as stubborn that Drouin can. And you can argue Galchenyuk's probably better at center than Drouin, but he never got a chance, and it's. No, there's a lot of things, but that you're right. I mean, the fact that he was put in a position that's not his position didn't help him.
Yeah, there are very few players, even in the game of life, who are able to lead when you're in a team environment where just the energy is so low and the fight is so low. So it's hard to blame him fully.
And he's young.
Exactly, he's 22. Go to hockeyinsideout.com now and check out this week's full episode.